Oh, wait, you didn't. This is Chant A Psalm A, right? Good start. Hi, Glenn. What's up? Get behind me, Satan. Chant, chant a psalm all day. I want to chant, chant a psalm all day. Chant a psalm all day. A psalm all day. I want to chant a psalm all day. A psalm all day. Chant a psalm all day. Oh, that's not the part.
I know you're going to say Moses.
I know. I want to say Moses, he did. What's that part?
It's coming up.
Okay. We like reggae because reggae talks about the Old Testament. There's a lot, and the New Testament. And there's a lot of cool reggae songs. This is one of our favorites. This is Get Behind Me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan.
Whoa, that's a pretty crazy reggae. Jamaican accent.
But you gotta listen to the words. There's a lot of cool stuff. Let me see the, yeah. Look at the lyrics.
The wicked disciples of. Okay, guys.
Here we go. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. You guys gotta get more reggae in your life if you don't have any. A lot of good messages about being enslaved. They talk about the Babylon system and being enslaved by the Rothschilds, basically. And this is the same battle we're fighting now.
Samson, he
The
did.
same battle that was fought in the Old Testament.
He did.
The battle for the hearts and minds of men.
Solomon, he did. John the Baptist. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, that was a little steel pulse for you.
Thank you, Steel Pulse. Don't
And
block our
just
video,
so
please.
Facebook doesn't ban us, we just wanted to give
We're just
Steel
gonna do
Pulse
some commentary.
a little thumbs up.
No, but as long as we're doing commentary on the song, it's allowed. That's my understanding. So we like that song because of the message.
Hey,
So that's our commentary.
This is a Friday. Usually we don't do this Friday afternoon.
Yeah,
deal.
we're doing an afternoon
I know it's a little
broadcast.
Friday
It's a little
afternoon.
weird.
Yeah.
It's a little odd, but we it's still light outside here in Southern California,
Oh yeah.
and it's we just thought we'd try it out. See.
Again, going back to why I love reggae. I mean, I've always liked the. There's not many messages out there. Reggae, you're gonna find political. I mean, political ideas challenged. You're gonna see politicians challenged.
In reggae, yep.
You'll also see them talk about
The system.
You see, I don't.
The Babylon system.
Rastafarianism. I'm not there, but you know what? I like a lot of the good stuff that they talk about, and they talk about the tribes of Israel. They talk about We just heard all the prophets. Steel Pulse right there was talking about Solomon, David.
Well, you know a little bit. Maybe you could teach some people about Rastafarianism. Like
I don't know. I know enough to
they don't cut their hair, right? Because why?
They're Nazarenes, so they believe that they don't cut their hair. They wear, just like John the Baptist, raiment of their clothing is, they live off the land. Hey, there we go. How you doing, YouTube?
Glenn, I emailed you like 10 minutes ago asking when the next stream was. Well, I got your vibes, Glenn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The Rastas I've met, they like provisions and ting, man. They like to live off the land.
No, Samson didn't cut his hair either, right?
No.
Is there
When
something
he did,
connected?
he lost his power. Now check this out. One thing that the Rastas do, I spent a little time in the Caribbean. One thing the Rastas do as well is they don't go by, and this is something I learned, they don't go by dead bodies. So if there's a funeral, the Rastas were always kicking back on the outside. They're looking in. So
because they didn't.
it's just something. It's
They
just
just
it's
thought
just
it was
one
like
of the rules.
unclean to be near
Yes,
a dead body.
well, they make covenants, and they hold to these covenants. One of the covenants is not to cut their hair. So this is John the Baptist, again, was a Nazarene.
That's really cool, Brian.
Okay, I don't know
Glenn
what else
liked
to
it.
say.
He said this is awesome. He was enjoying your little.
One thing that you posted, I just want to talk about. Since we're on this theme of talking about scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of festivals, you dropped a post. I'm sorry, you shared a post yesterday.
Yes.
One with good old.
He called you Vena. How'd you know his name was Vena?
Who's this?
Glenn. How'd you know that?
What the?
How'd you know
heck,
that?
dude?
Did we talk about that? That's really weird.
Wow, dude.
That's his.
I think I just got doxxed.
Only
He
his
just
family calls him that. How do you
Glenn,
know that,
dude,
Glenn?
you might be family, dude. You just crossed over into the zone of family. Okay. The only ones that know my Hawaiian name are like kids that would come over to the house when we were kids. Other than that, as I got older and more mature, they started calling me Brian. But the kid at home that used to get yelled at by mom, that's Vena for sure. Hey man, I think I just got Glenn. Did you just dox me? How'd you find out this stuff, man?
I don't know.
That's a research skill.
He says he's a mind reader. I think you
he's
are.
a researcher, man. That's what he is. He's a
I hope you're not deep state. I hope you're not like working
Oh my
with
gosh.
the MK Ultra people that do the mind reading. If you know how to do that.
Glenn is back there. He's probably like, Glenn, you from some province in China? Pretend like you're.
Are you real? Are you a bot?
Okay, you shared that post. What
Oh yeah,
okay,
so
you tell me about
it was Roseanne Barr stated that she believes that there's going to be a debt forgiveness and
Wow.
the Festival of Jubilee.
Wow.
She was basically reciting what the Nasera law is publicly, saying that that's what, that she believes Trump is going to forgive all this debt. And I just was like, yeah, Roseanne knows what she's talking about.
Okay, speaking of Festival Jubilee. First of all, what I know of Roseanne was I believe she was raised as a kid. She's Jewish. Okay, first of all, I don't know if she practices, I don't care. The Festival of Jubilee is a Sabbath holiday, a Sabbath law. So with the law of the Sabbath, we know about that from the Old Testament and the New Testament. The 6 days you work, you toil, and on the seventh day you rest from your labors, correct? So you have the Festival of Jubilee, which is every 6 years they used to have. On the seventh year, they would not turn their land. What they would do is they would live off of the wealth that they had accumulated over the 6 years, and in the seventh year they would let their land rest, and they'd turn it over.
And it was just a really nice year for them because they got to relax.
Well,
and
it was
not have to toil.
Rest. It was a year of
That's
rest.
really cool.
So, from what I've
didn't
learned,
know that.
is 7 times 7.
So that's where the day of rest.
Yes.
Well, also from.
Sabbath. It's the Sabbath.
Yeah,
It's the law of the Sabbath.
So,
it's a continuum of the law of the
But
Sabbath.
on a not a daily scale, but on a yearly scale.
On a
they
yearly
took it on
scale.
Okay, that's
Okay.
interesting.
So 7 times 7. I'm gonna test you, Heidi.
It's 49.
49.
Okay.
Okay. So on the 50th year, they would have the Festival of Jubilee, which was
Oh my gosh, so and even another bigger scale.
Yes, and that was the year that
Wow.
there would be debt forgiveness of mortgages, of loans.
Oh my gosh, so it was like an every 50-year thing?
From what I understand, it was every 50 years. So
Wow.
I don't know who's counting backwards, because I'm not going to do the math on that one. But from what I understand from the Sarah law, is that there's going to be debt forgiveness. It's going to
Yeah.
be part of the
And
Festival of Jubilee.
And is there significance for like what's 50 years ago from
I don't know. From today, from this year.
1960?
Do the math. Yeah, it's 1960.
70.
60.
No, 1970.
7.
1970.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Dude, right here.
I know. Festival of Jubilee. It's another sign, Brian.
Oh my gosh, man.
This is a special year. 2020 is the year.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So that
anyways,
was cool. Roseanne Barr's
Nasira
woke.
Law. Look up. Go to We Are the News. I don't want to say look up, but we've got it there. I have a couple of diagrams, a couple of infographics that speak about just Sarah Law and Nasira Law, and how that will be part of the Great Awakening. We live in amazing, 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 amazing times. I saw all of this. There's going to be debt forgiveness. There's going to be the removal of centralized banking, which has happened.
There's a lot of people reporting and have been reporting for a few months that and it's just like on Twitter and stuff, on Facebook, we're saying like I no longer owe any money on, I don't know if it was like a mortgage or a loan or what it was, but I saw several people posting that they still owed a lot of money, and then like that it's gone. Like their bank says that they no longer owe money. Like I said, I saw it on multiple sources. I don't know if anybody's ever is seeing that as well, but I think it's interesting. Good afternoon from San Diego. Hi, Michael Brown. Hi, James Scott from Vegas. Yo, we're hoping Trump comes to Vegas for a rally so we can go to Vegas for a rally, because that sounds like fun. What else? What was I just talking about? Let's see. Scotland. We got Scotland in the house.
Hi,
That's
Scotland.
so cool. I'm
Aloha,
not
Kalani.
gonna do my.
What's up, Kalani?
I'm not gonna do my Scottish accent, although I'm very tempted.
No, don't.
But I won't.
Please
I
spare
will
us.
be so
It's
cringy.
horrible.
It'll be so cringy.
But I'd love
That
to
might
hear
be my
a
thing to say.
Scotsman. doing
Hey,
the
what's up,
American
Tracy? We know Tracy. We hung out with you.
Tracy,
the other
what's
night.
happening?
I like Toots and the Maytals. Is that
Toots,
a band?
yeah.
Toots.
Toots
Let's
is
see.
good.
Roger Stone is free. What? Is he?
Okay,
Are you
Raphael.
giving me the news, Raphael? Is that
I like
true?
that. Okay,
Raphael.
if this is for real, then awesome. Because when he got arrested at 4 o'clock in the morning and CNN was there to cover it, I was kind of. Oh my gosh.
What?
Hi, Valentina.
Hey, Julie. That clip that I posted was from Tucker Carlson, and I think it was a company. She asked me about that post about the what they're doing in Seattle. Tucker Carlson is all over Twitter. There's a clip on Tucker talking about how they were training all the white workers at a company about racism and telling them that they need to get rid of this idea of individualism, perfectionism. They need to give up all these. Anyway,
That's called socialism right there. When
Anyway.
you start giving up to the common for the common good, yeah, that's common anything. I hate common anything.
Valentina, you're getting a nice tan. Nice. Just getting a tan right now. It's still nice and sunny out. It's a great time to be alive. That's right, Donna Marie Myers. Some old school loans from what I heard. Okay, so Valentina, you heard that too.
School
Wait,
loans.
Cheryl Lynn's reporting. Or Sherry Lynn. Wow, it just hit me. I had medical debt and it was just removed on Credit Karma within the last couple weeks. Whoa! Credit Karma. Are you serious? That's crazy. Okay, so it is happening. Good morning. So it's morning over there in Scotland, maybe? Is that what kind of flag that is? The UK? UK flag. Vega 2.0. Trying to fix my farmer arm still. All right. That was fun. Thank you for the water, Brian.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I am.
So, what were you talking about? You're just talking about Jubilee?
No, I think Jubilee. I think Nasera Law. Go ahead and do your research. I love what I've learned about it. I've known about it for
That
some
also
time.
includes the gold back, going back to the gold back
Going
standard.
back to the gold standard.
And I'm curious about this coin shortage stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, is that the bad guys doing that, or is that the white hats doing that?
I think we're converting. I think there are things that are happening. You know that the Federal Reserve has already gone down. It is no longer, and I repeat this stuff over and over again because I've been waiting for it to happen for a long time. Ever since I knew that the Federal Reserve is going to be going down. The IRS done. They're both private. Everyone thinks they're part of the United States. That it's a public department in the United States. Oh my gosh.
That's a good question. Leanne said, "What type of debt are they forgiving?" Well, I've heard reports of
student debt. I've heard student debt's being forgiven.
Student for debt for sure. I think. I don't know.
See, I don't know who is for forgiving the debt. I don't know who's.
Hey,
doing.
Ricky.
See, who's forgiving the debt?
I don't know.
Exactly. So debt is being removed from people's from their bank accounts. They just show up one day.
It's not like it's not being widely reported, but I'm hearing it here and there on social media.
Now that you know that this is Nasera, we should have run up our credit cards right now. We should have done
No, we don't do that.
No.
Thanks, Jackie Lemons. Yes. Oh, yeah. So the coin shortage. Yeah. So everybody's been seeing these signs everywhere. I've seen them at 7-Eleven and Walmart and stuff. And I started kind of just researching what people were saying on Twitter, and there's like 3 different things people are saying. Well, of course, the news, the fake news. What do you think they're saying? They're saying it's because of COVID that people don't want to touch change because it's dirty. So everybody's hoarding their change, and that's why there's no change. And I just find that I don't believe that at all. That sounds stupid to me. And then the other thing they're saying is, what was the other thing they're saying? Can't remember the other theories, but I don't know. What do you think, Brian? I feel like it.
Well, I've always known that the Nasera law was going to be happening. I've always known that they're going to be going back to the gold standard. These are things that's been spoken of since I've learned about it, just about a couple of years. But it is definitely to change the currency. Some way there's got to be a change of currency. I'd imagine that bills are easier to get rid of and to exchange rather than coins. This is a slow ramp up. This is a hunch.
So you think
this is totally a guess.
Just
a guess.
Like maybe that's.
But
I kind of feel like that too. I kind of feel like it's the white hats doing it. I don't know, for something to do with Nasera law or something.
The first country, I remember reading about it, and these are from a couple groups on Facebook, as a matter of fact, that I follow, as well as other places.
Oh yes, that's the other theory. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. People are saying that the deep state wants to go to the new world order wants to go to a cashless society, and so that's how they're going to slowly get rid of the coins and then the cash. That's the other theory, but I don't worry about that. I don't think that's going to happen.
Look up the ZIM. ZIM. It's the first world currency that is supposed to, and I don't know, I really haven't looked this up in a while. It's been a while. Things might have changed.
We're not going to get the chip though. I know they want us to get the chip.
The RFID chip?
They want us to get it, but we're not going to. I don't know.
It's only the size of a grain of rice though, Ivy. I mean, really. It's just a grain of rice.
Coins have been unnecessary for decades. How much is your penny candy?
Yeah, but I mean, I get that they haven't, but they are.
Yeah.
I mean, we still use coins. I mean, everything still is, and pennies.
Okay, so Britt says, I thought one of the posts said something about debt relief coming on September 11th, 2020. Interesting. I haven't heard that.
I haven't read up on that for a while, so I know that what I've heard it called is rainbow currency.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be backed by a lot of precious metals, and there you go.
Britt, are you in Australia? She says Australia is already pushing cashless transactions. So they're like encouraging it. Like, do you get a discount if you do cashless? Is that how they are pushing it? I'm curious.
Well, we're kind of doing it right now with
I know.
COVID here because
Yeah,
it's
they
like
are.
they encourage you to use.
Yeah, they kind of do just
to
by
use card.
just because they can say it's cleaner.
Well,
to do that.
yes, they don't know where my card's been though. You know, they really don't.
Hi, Fran. MAGA. If that's the case, buy a house now. I know. See, I don't know. I know it could get weird to where there's people that have been working so hard to pay off their debt, and then other people are not. So that part is, I don't know. I don't know how that works itself out. I really don't. But there's so much money that has been stolen from us, and that's going to be flowing back. That Trump and the administration, the right thing to do is to give it back to the American people because it's literally been stolen from us. So I think they're trying to figure out a way to give it back to us because these banksters have been robbing us, and one way to, fix that is to like remove the loans that they created, I guess.
Yes. So there we go. Jubilee, Nasara Law, debt
Read up on it.
forgiveness.
We don't have a specific video. I can't guide you to a specific video to watch about it. I just would look up, just research those two words. Nesara.
I'm not really a video person. I do reading. I can't.
There's like websites you'll find that you can read about it.
I mean, the person that's delivering the video, they've got to have a soothing voice and a really pretty face.
You're very picky.
I know.
Anyway.
I'm very picky like that. And as soon as I'm like, come on, man, give me the transcript of this person. Anyways.
So the other thing I want to talk about was the
NCAA.
The NCAA killing
Guys, the president yesterday, if you saw what he said about school choice, this has been on his. This has been something that he's been wanting to talk about for a long time. I'm saying that. I'm guessing. Ever since the scandal, the college scandal earlier, where you had Miss, I don't even know her name, she's from that TV show Full House, as well as others who were using their money and their power and their influence to get their kids into schools. That USC was one of them.
They didn't deserve to go to.
Well, they went to great lengths to do this, including one of them was on a road team, and they had to fraudulently do a bunch of stuff. Another was one was a basketball scholarship that I saw. Somebody their kid had gone on there, and I don't know how that happened or why this happened or how but guys, anybody who watches college sports, anybody who watches professional sports, there's lots and lots of money to be made. This is the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna venture to say something that many people will disagree with me on, but any college that has a stadium that seats over 50,000, there's a lot of money being exchanged there, from TV contracts to, think about this, boosters trying to, every school is doing it. What's at stake? TV contracts. What's at stake? Being part of a conference that's a legit conference. It's a huge racket. There's tons of money involved, and this racket that's doing this is also stealing from the student athletes. Man, they're just robbing them dry. So I'm the very first.
So you're excited about what
I'm very excited at what he's doing, and this is a system that's to the core bad, and I get it. There's student athletes that get scholarships and go to schools and on, but with this being said, I know that I just saw it briefly that the Ivy League schools were canceling all sports in fall, and with that being said, anybody who was on a scholarship here from another country, on a sports scholarship or any scholarship where their school is going to be online and not having courses in in-person classes, those students are being sent home, and that's legit. You can go online from anywhere in the world. So wherever this is being done, students are losing their ability to have a student visa here in the United States. Again, why? You've qualified for online study from whatever school you go to. These are amazing times. And what needs to be corrected are a lot of things, including how the money that school teachers and unions, how that money's used. I mean, it is a powerful force, and it's been used for a long time. It's been weaponized against conservative voices. Think about that. All the unions, all the money. This is a case that went before the Supreme Court, and I think it just recently got. Did they rule in favor of it? I know that it was 4-4 when Antonin Scalia died, and it went before the Supreme Court. It was on the docket, and it came back as being 4-4, which is a draw, which doesn't mean a dang thing. So I hope they revisit and look at that. I'm ranting now. Sorry.
No.
The NCAA
I
though.
think
Sport. I'm sorry.
he's right. He's defunding. He's going to defund colleges and universities. Was he threatening to defund like all public schools?
Okay,
too?
think about it. It's the power that colleges have. Think about what they're doing. Think about the kids. Gosh, it's easy to see who runs colleges.
His tone changed from the other day. He was like saying, "You guys better, open up the schools, or we might have to defund them." And then today it was their indoctrination camp centers. They should definitely be defunded. You know what I mean? It was like you better open them up. And then the next day, today, I think it was today that he actually called them. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. He's called them.
I can't correct you.
Said
You're saying something that I don't, so I can't correct you.
The tweet said he was like calling them
Oh
indoctrination.
yeah. So you're talking about his tweets.
Like it seemed like he got like more hard on schools. Like it went from.
Well, yeah.
He's like calling them out as not good places to be, which is rad because that's really where it has to start. We have to break the foundations of the indoctrination, which is starting at the youngest levels.
It's everything. I mean, it's everything from.
But you actually don't think school's going to go back into session, right?
We will see. I believe in California, where the hurdles have been placed before schools to open. I think we're going to see a ramp up in deep blue, deep state states and cities. The ramp up is going to be the pushback on opening up cities, and I think this is going to happen all over the country again, where
because California is so deep state. The deeper your state is, the longer we're going to be on lockdown. That's just the truth. That's the battle is.
The battle against it's a battle of ideology. It's like
someone reported Pasadena decided to go fully online. Pasadena Unified decided to go all online. Wow.
It's going to happen it's going to happen. And again, why is this push? There's multiple things that are going to happen. They're trying to say, well, if we can't go to school, then we certainly can't go to vote. We must mail in. This is a joke, guys. We all know. Everyone knows.
But they also want to keep the businesses closed, and you can't open up the schools if you can't open the businesses. You know what I mean? Like you can't, because they want to hurt the economy. So it's just the left, the Democrats, the Trump haters, they just want to hurt us. They're doing everything they can to hurt the American people.
It's a scorched earth policy. They're burning everything in sight. They're going, hey, and it's as bad as Obama having a digital library. That's how bad and corrupt that dude was, man. He just freaking burnt everything. He said, nope, we're just going to Here, you go and talk. I'm going to say something on.
Okay. So yeah, California, we're so deep state here. I just think that it's going to be a long battle before we can get our businesses and lives back to normal. Another funny thing that happened today, Women for America First. They requested to paint a mural in New York, the same as...
Heidi, do you know what time the orthodontist appointment is?
12:15.
12:15. Orthodontist appointment, 12:15.
Anyways, they wanted to paint a mural the same as BLM.
Okay, hey guys.
With their motto.
It's 6 o'clock. At 6, okay? Yes, we're going to go.
Okay, Brian, I can't talk when you're talking.
Okay, so
I'll
we'll be
just
on
wait
a
for
little
you to
bit.
be done.
Bye. Hey man, that's how we roll. You know, got kids calling up. That'll teach me. I got to turn my ringer off. You know.
I was just talking about how that Women for America's First wants to paint their motto on the streets like BLM. Same size, same font.
I like that size. That's
Mayor
a
de
good size.
Blasio, what do you say?
Well,
What do you say?
what's our cause? I'd prefer to have like a MAGA, like Make America Great Again, in the same size.
I know, in the same colors.
I'd like it in front of, what's a good location there in New York? I don't know. You know,
Anywhere.
what a joke these guys are.
But you
though.
know what? Brian, you said it that doing the Black Lives Matter in front of Trump Tower is like a doormat. You,
nice
like,
doormat.
you wipe your feet off on the BLM before you go into Trump Tower. There you go. You walk all over it.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the supply lines
Guys,
are changing.
if you go to your stores, what do your stores look like? I'm curious because I just went to the store the other day. I've tried to avoid it, and the reason being is because I'm confrontational every time I go in. So it's like it's not always pleasant when I go to the store because I go in there, you know, guns a blazing with no mask and a MAGA hat on. Okay, so I went to the store the other day, yesterday, and the shelves are still not stocked. I wasn't really looking, but I think canned goods were not stocked, and there was other things that were empty off the shelves, and I was thinking like, again, what has happened
That certain things are missing.
that certain things aren't stocked, and that, I mean, what was it, the mask supply? What is going on? I have no idea, but what I love about the president is he will be exposing all of these things, and in exposing them,
Sorry.
he'll find out exactly what's going on, and he'll be able to cap it and to fix it. All roads lead domestically. So if there was a shortage that was caused by something foreign, again,
Trump is gonna fix because
President
COVID is
Trump-
exposing all the supply
all
lines.
the supply lines.
And we're gonna be able to fix them so that we're manufacturing in America more, right? That is a drum set back there, Glenn. We just bought it for our kids to learn. Nobody knows how to play it yet, but they're gonna learn. They're quick learners.
It's a prop right now.
Yeah.
It's just like we want it to look cool, like, you know.
Yeah.
We
And there's
can.
we got a bass guitar back there too. But the instruments that the kids do play are with them right now. Yeah. So anyway. That's my painting. My wave painting.
What's going on, Heidi? What else? What other
Well, the
conversations?
Supreme
The Supreme
Court
Court.
case was interesting. It ruled, I think it was Kagan and Sotomayor that voted in favor of not forcing companies to provide contraceptives
I think this
on
might
the
be the
basis
case.
of it being against your moral or religious beliefs.
This is the Hobby Lobby case, I think. I think that's the
Okay.
Hobby Lobby case. Yes. So I love that is not required anymore. I mean, forcing.
Why do you think they voted on the side? That's really interesting that those two voted.
I don't know. I don't know what's
I
going
don't know.
on.
I don't know what's going on with Kennedy too. That Justice Kennedy. Is that his name?
JFK Jr. Why do you laugh?
Why you laugh?
Why you laugh?
Oh yeah, and you were telling me about how they they want Trump to show his taxes, then
I
all
love this. Okay.
public officials.
Well, no, they're okay. I think they sent that back to the appeals court, and they said they wouldn't weigh in on it. So I don't know how that works, but I think it's President Trump is the biggest troll. That guy is clean. He's legit. He's the biggest troll. Why do I call him the biggest troll? Because he's trolling the other side. They're going to open up that, and it's going to be Pandora's box. I can't wait for it to open up. He's going to pop it open, and they're going to say, there's nothing here. And he's going to flip it on them, and he's going to laugh and go, okay, guys, let's see yours. I love the idea of transparency, and if you want it that bad, let's see. Let's see Maxine Waters. Let's see Pelosi's. Let's see yeah, I'm gonna say all their names. Let's see Dianne Feinstein's hanging out with the Chinese driver. All these filthy, dirty, corrupt politicians.
I know. Let's see all of them.
Let's see all
Hunter
of
Biden.
them. Hunter Biden.
Well, he's not a politician, but we can see.
Let's see your dad's.
Dad.
Yeah, how'd you afford
We
that
can
island?
see-
There's an island, guys. These guys are just
Glenn's
ridiculous.
making fun of us.
Well,
He's
he's
like,
always making fun
he
of us,
goes,
man.
"What do you guys got? You guys have notes? What are you, MSM?"
Okay.
You're such a.
Heidi?
You
Okay.
got me, Glenn. I do have notes today.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was writing
I got
down.
my
I
typewriter.
know. I like having notes when I go live. You try going live. It's not that easy.
I go with no notes. You know why I go with no notes? Because I don't like to
I
get
didn't want to
amazed.
forget any of the things that are going on, man.
He called you out.
He called me out.
Man, what's next? A teleprompter? Heidi's gonna have a teleprompter. Oh, Heidi's gonna be all MK Ultra. Oh, I read the news. And she was, have you ever seen those guys glitch out on TV? They're reading and they're like,
Their reptilian eyes come out.
whoa, that was a weird blink she gave me. She was a hot reporter.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I love the hot weather reporter girl until she looks at you and she gives you the lizard eye.
If you
Whoa!
guys haven't looked up the compilation of like glitching like news people or celebrities, just go to
fun.
YouTube
It's
and
fun.
watch the glitches and the
What?
Why?
Okay.
we got
that's
the
not a
fake
woman.
news on and it's distracting and they're trying to pass off a man as a woman, but we all know it's actually
They've tried that. They first tried that.
They do
with-
it. They're doing it on a scale. I went a little. Okay, I'm gonna go off without using my notes, Glenn.
Okay, wait a second. They've been trying to sell us men as women
That's what I was gonna say.
since they gave us the Statue of Liberty.
No, for real,
I know,
you guys.
I know,
You
look
guys.
that up.
I watched this whole video like 3 years ago on how the Statue of Liberty is actually a man, and I'm like going, yes. I remember as a child always looking at it, thinking that's an ugly woman. Like, why couldn't it be a beautiful woman? Like, why don't you make a woman look like a woman?
Well, what are some of the details of a woman that make a woman and man a man when it
Well,
comes to
it's the-
facial structure?
It's the brow,
The
the
brow
brow,
line.
line. Oh, like if you think about this,
Artists
the brow
know this
line,
stuff. If you're an
the
artist,
size of the nose is
Okay.
always bigger.
if you're an artist and you want, especially if you're a portrait artist or sculptor, if you want to make a man look like make a woman look like a woman, you give her boobs. If you want to make a man look like a man, you make. But when it comes to facial traits,
There's certain
oh
things
my gosh,
that are typical of a man and typical of a woman's face.
it's called.
But anyway,
And you know what? As a guy, you see it in another guy when they try. Like, no, nice try. You might try to pretend like you're. We know. We can see.
yes, there's the bone structure. Anyway,
Nice try.
there's the Adam's apple,
Nice try.
the broad shoulders,
The big
even like
hands. Big feet.
yeah. So, anyways, this video I watched, I haven't watched it for a long time, so I don't remember everything in it.
Yeah.
But I remember going,
You forgot
holy
the package.
crap. It is, the Statue of Liberty is a man because, and that has everything to do with the Luciferian doctrine.
Yes.
I kind of went deep on a Luciferian
These
MK Ultra
freaking
like
Luciferians,
binge
man.
yesterday, and this is 100% part of what they do, and I just can only think that it has the ultimate way
They've been doing it in movies.
blaspheme against God.
They've been presenting men as
But
women,
they're raising
women
their.
as men.
I mean, look at how many celebrities are raising transgender children. But the
Dwayne
the thing is what we don't realize is this is not a new thing. They've been doing this for a long time, inserting this transgenderism into our culture, and for a long time. And we just have always thought we were looking at men when we're looking at women, and vice versa.
But you know what though?
There's several, and they're trying to just like make it like.
It's no accident.
It's not
bro.
even.
It's no accident.
But Brian, this is the thing.
It's a ritual. It's
Yes,
ritualistic.
And,
They
but
just
this
do
is what
this.
I noticed. It's going from like men wanting to be a woman and a woman wanting to be a man to something in between. Everybody wants to just be this thing
Morph
that's
into
like neither. Well, I mean, not everybody knows that's happening, but it's happening more and more. You see more and more of this.
Go buy your clothes at Target, and you know what? It's just unigendered. It's like whatever that means. It's like, well, can a cisgender? Well, of course you can. Can a what?
Do you guys remember that they were trying to make it so stores could not sell gender-specific clothing, like toys or clothing, and you were gonna get fined. I don't know. It was like in California. They were trying to pass this
That had to be up in the Bay
law,
Area. That wasn't around.
and I don't remember where it was, but
Yeah,
it was
cases up there. No cows.
But they literally were trying
No
to.
cow.
They're trying to get rid of gender. Why? Because they're Luciferians.
But it's
Why?
always been
Because
like
it's
that.
opposite of God, who created us male and female.
Well, they get
Anyway.
they get rid of gender also by combining the genders. If you look at Baphomet and their depictions of him, especially the ones that hang in state courthouses or whatever it is.
Statue of Liberty is a transgender idol. That's all
Yes.
I'm gonna say. And yeah, I don't know where.
And it represents great things about the United States, right there, Ellis Island, the whole thing, New York, it's right there. We know what it represents. It represents great things. It's everywhere. It's on the dollar. But it's a symbol, like unto every other symbol. That's the all-seeing eye.
When you
That's on
go
the dollar.
deep into the Masonic history of like just even the layout of Washington D.C., you see the influence
Owls.
of the Luciferian doctrine within the Masons, and I mean it's all mixed together.
It's a
But
melding.
it's in the yeah. Anyways, it doesn't mean that like I mean the founding fathers, in my humble opinion, were totally inspired by God.
No.
The Constitution
Oh,
is
gosh,
inspired by God.
Yes.
But there was definitely infiltration. Definitely
Early
infiltration.
on.
Early
Well,
on.
you look at it. If you look up Illuminati, we've discussed this with my YouTube friends before. But if you look up the Illuminati on the the National Archives, there's a letter from President Washington that he received. A note from someone who'd learned about the Illuminati from Bavaria. It was a German, and he found a satchel that had been, it was attached to a guy I believe he was struck by lightning. In that satchel had the plans of the Illuminati to infiltrate the United States through Masonic lodges. President Washington he received this letter from this guy, and he sent him a letter back and said, "Hey, I don't have time to read this." This was a couple of years before he died, and he retired from being the president, and he was a citizen. He was back to being a citizen of the United States.
Just look up George Washington Illuminati. Just Google that, and it'll take you to the archives.gov or whatever, and you'll see. You can read for yourself this communication.
This has been going on a long time.
This is all real stuff, guys. This
Okay.
is real. It's not conspiracy. It's real. And Valentina, just like that. Yes, I'm not gonna read that, but yes, just like that.
That's right, Valentina. That's right.
Oh my gosh. Hello from Wilmington, North Carolina. Hello, Janice.
Nope. North Carolina. What's up?
And I'm not ignoring
Okay.
you, Ricky. I saw your comments, and I just have to.
What is Ricky saying?
He's talking about the National Economic Security and Reformation
Yes,
Act.
Nasser. That's Nasser.
Yeah. So he's talking about it. Anyway, I don't know any of that stuff, so I'm gonna have to do some research and.
If
get back
you're,
to
you can see us on YouTube. Heidi's channel, Heidi Vea. There's some researchers in there. There's some researchers here in Facebook too. What's up, Facebook? Hope you guys are doing good. It's hot day here in Huntington Beach, and
Is everybody looking at those that Wayfair ad stuff that's going off? Everybody's there's so many people talking about it. It was trending like in one of the top 10 on Twitter. Pretty disgusting what they're doing. And I watched. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Wayfair, the furniture company, or maybe it's all home goods. I don't know if it's just furniture or home goods, but there's a bunch of ads. Like storage cabinets that are priced like really high, like $10,000, $12,000, and there's even some pillows that were being sold for $10,000. But the names of the items were matching up with the names of missing children, and I don't know what else there was. Was that so? Yeah, the fact that these items were way overpriced, but then that the names matched up with missing children. Made people online get really curious, and people kept finding more and more and more. And then there was one that was connected to Ellen DeGeneres. But I read an article trying to dismiss all this as like, oh, there's not enough evidence to point to this. Yeah, I think there is actually. I think there. Anyway,
These
that's
people are
trending crazy
whack.
on Twitter. And the cool thing is from just reading the comments that people are saying, I sense a lot of like Democrats, kind of people that are saying, you know what, who cares, Democrat, Republican, we got to take a look at this. You got to look at this. People that you wouldn't think of as conservative people are taking a look at child trafficking now. More, I think it's really getting people like a laser focus on how real child trafficking is, and online specifically. Oh yes, Sherry, you saw that. Yes, the wafer trafficking is disturbing. Yes. The pillows.
The pillows are disgusting.
And
everything.
And we know that this is totally something that they would do, because then you put the SRA number in or whatever.
SRA.
Well, not SRA. No, I know.
Satanic
wrong.
ritual.
What's it called? The SRC number? Anyways, it was bringing up images of little kids. Kind of disgusting. I posted them on We Are the News. Kind of felt weird doing that, but people need to see.
This is a sick world we live in, man. World. People are just, you know what? This kind of stuff makes me angry. It makes me want to be a vigilante and go out there and just start tearing some heads off.
My last name is just VEA. Vea. That's how you pronounce it, for anyone that doesn't know how to pronounce it. Because people say Ve.
I've heard it all my life, and when I married, when Heidi married me and we married, she had to learn all the different pronunciations. It's pretty cool. V, Ve, Vea, Via.
Oh yeah, Via is another one. Yeah.
V. I've heard V.
Also, the Tom Hanks link to it. I don't know about the Tom Hanks link to it. Christine.
Okay, Christine.
Tell me what the.
Have you seen Tom Hanks? The U.S. Navy in their tweets are promoting his new movie that's coming out, and it's crazy.
Oh yes.
Like, wow.
The U.S. Navy on Twitter made a tweet, and it said, what did it say? Time, like almost tomorrow's time or whatever. Anyways, two days in a row. 2 days in a row, the U.S. Navy is promoting Tom Hanks and talking about. I can't even remember.
It's his movie that he's coming out with.
What it said, but the wording is interesting. And Gitmo, would that be the Navy that would take people to Gitmo? I don't know.
I think they'd fly him in. Usually they fly him in.
I don't know. Just food for thought. Just an interesting thing.
I guess in the tweet they were very excited about. They were very excited about today. This was done yesterday. So today might be a big day. Who knows? There could be an announcement with Tom Hanks' name on it. I don't know what they're saying. But I'm crazy enough to go down that path and go, whoa.
Oh, and the Wayfair CEO actually has a foundation, a child's foundation for children.
Okay. And
here's the other thing. I haven't researched this that much, so I didn't know what to say too much about it. But there was a report that said that Trump, for the detention camps, hired, I think Wayfair provided the beds. And there was something about that, like something about Trump doing that on purpose. Anyway, I haven't researched it, but I do know that it said that they provided the beds.
So he's trolling. He's trolling them.
Something, yeah. There's something to that. Yes, it's a link to the Wayfair SKU number. Yep.
SKU number, that's it. Right,
but it called it an SRC number. It's called it something else. It didn't say. Anyway, I don't know. The other thing that I want to talk about was how, I don't know, people that think that the deep state suicided Epstein. There's like this trend right now. Everybody's all over social media, like laughing about how
I had this conversation with Tracy the other day. I was talking to Tracy, and we spoke about. I told her what I thought had happened. There's a lot of people out there that think that
the deep state, or that the Clintons,
Ghislaine Maxwell is going to disappear.
Is going to suicide Ghislaine. And anyway, this is what's crazy, is if you think that the Trump administration or the Q team would let the deep state kill Epstein, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's silly.
Well, a lot of people see that's what I love about this, though. There was purpose behind that, because all of these people there's many purposes for this. First of all, before this happened, everyone was like, oh, pointing at us. Remember this, Heidi? They wouldn't point at us, but they would say, hey, you guys are conspiracy theorists. That's an easy accusation to make on anyone. You're a conspiracy theorist. I love that after Epstein disappeared, because I'll tell you what, he's still alive. After he disappeared, he was after he disappeared, everyone was a conspiracy theorist.
After he was suicided by the Clintons, which everybody thinks happened, then everybody became a conspiracy theorist. That's what Brian's saying. But I'm here to tell you, he did not get suicided. He did not. He was
and not only that, but if you think he was killed, then you are a conspiracy theorist yourself. I love that. Join the club. Feels good, huh? Get that tinfoil hat. Feels good on your head.
Yeah.
He is not.
He's
okay,
not.
This is one of the things that happened, and this is what I've learned from reading in the Chans, and this is a while back, and I'm just reciting this from what happened back when. But if you'll remember, a couple days, maybe up to a week before Epstein, we were made aware of where he was. He was at a federal detention or federal prison, and he was a couple cells from El Chapo. Okay, so El Chapo a few weeks later was convicted, and so he was there. He was kicking back, and the white hats were monitoring all communications in and out of the detention facility where they said that he was at. Because as soon as they knew that he was a couple cells, and I don't know who did that. I don't know who got the leak on that, or who got the goods, or who got the memo. Somebody snuck something, but it was put out there that he was a couple cells from El Chapo. Okay, don't you remember? You remember what happened to El Chapo? He has skill. People have skills around him. They can bore a hole through anywhere to find out where he's at. Anyways, they didn't have to do that. They just monitored where he was at, and who was trying to come in and get him. After that, if you'll remember, a couple days later, there was a blackout in New York City, and Trump Tower, I believe a flag somewhere on one of the buildings, were the only things that were lit. That is when they extracted Epstein. Now, if you look at those pictures that they said were Epstein's face when they were taking him out, no, that's not his profile, guys. But
it doesn't make sense. Like he's literally like one of the most important wanted men in the world, and you think
and the
Q team or the Trump administration is not going to make sure that he is guarded? Come on. So I laugh at the people that are.
You don't laugh. You just go, hey man, you're a conspiracy theorist.
I just think you should be smart enough to know that
well,
isn't what happened.
You can call them conspiracy theorists. No, hey man, you're a legit theorist because you're theorizing. There we go.
So Ghislaine is not going to get suicided. She's.
But if she does, if she disappears.
From what I read, she's been.
She's already done it.
Yeah. Well, no, she was like caught like a long time ago, and they've been monitoring comms with people trying to contact her while she was caught, I think. You guys heard about that?
I heard she was freaking out when she went back in. You heard that they were saying, who was it that was saying that she was freaking out? She was in a British accent going nuts.
Oh, yeah, it was that Virginia girl that was one of the victims.
Oh, Virginia, yes.
She said that. I posted that in the, it was the 60 Minutes story that they
recently?
did. Yeah. They just did 60 Minutes. Australia just did a story on Ghislaine and Epstein, and it talks and Virginia, the girl that's photographed with.
Yes, Roger.
Playboy. What's Playboy? Prince Edward or whatever. Is that his name?
Look at pardoning Roger Stone.
What is his name?
Okay.
Oh, so he was pardoned. Oh wait, no.
No.
Trump says he will look at
pardoning Roger
Stone.
Stone. Well, you can't pardon him if he hasn't been convicted.
I know, and that's what Narik's argument was.
Yes.
Because they can't.
You can't pardon him. I've always said that. You can't pardon somebody who's
completely exonerated because it was false accusations.
You still, everybody, you know what? We are not anti-fake news because you got to get your, that garbage. If you're working out and that thing that you're not supposed to eat, that's what the fake news is you got to know what it tastes like, so you got to go out there and see what they're eating. So you got to consume some of this fake news. Sometimes it tastes yummy. Most of the times it's pretty sick.
Yes, Jackie, they I believe were killed I mean, I mean, it would be great if the white hats protected them. I'm not sure, but I think that they were definitely didn't commit suicide for sure. They knew all about the child trafficking and they were about to expose it. Same with a singer, Avicii. Remember his video, his music video? It's actually kind of hard to find. There's a music video, I can't even think of the name of it, where it depicts like child trafficking. And that guy was suicided too. Anyone who tries to expose. Okay.
What else is going on, Heidi Vea?
I was just reading this comment. There's a video from 2019 from someone that works for the Trump administration, the Special Task Force for Human Trafficking, that discusses Epstein. He states he's 100% sure he's dead, and they have been arresting thousands of traffickers without any attention. Yeah, I definitely believe they're arresting hundreds and hundreds of traffickers, but
Epstein's dead.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
just like,
maybe he is. Maybe I don't know. I just think that would be maybe they did kill him after they.
well, there
Maybe
we
he
go.
received a lethal injection.
He might be
after-
dead now. There we go.
He might be dead now.
He might have already
but
had his
I
military tribunal down at
yeah.
Gitmo. See, this is the thing: is there's a lot of people that are dead already. I believe there's a lot of people dead right now. They've already been tried. They've already had their military tribunal recorded, and will in due time see them on Cvine. At least that's what the Q posts were saying. I don't know when and how, but I know that there's many that are dead already. That have, and I know that there's lists going around. But I believe originally Epstein was alive. Everyone thought he was dead. He was alive initially. I mean, there's no way they're gonna let, again, the most wanted man in the world get away. It's all still happening. It's just a matter of time before optically they released everything and they start arresting people. The COVID thing, it's pretty disgusting, guys. They're trying to pull this one. They're trying to pull the wool even harder on people. There's a lot of suckers out there that are still wearing this stupid mask.
People are getting even meaner and meaner to people that don't wear masks.
Oh,
I can't, like it's getting weird because people are, who watches fake news, by the way, people who how they react to you not wearing a mask. I try to make people brave. When I walk in with someone and they're pulling their mask out of their purse or out of their pocket, I am. I've done it a couple times. I go, hey, don't put it on.
don't do it.
Don't do it. I'll walk in with you. I go, let's do this together. And then they
See
do.
how you can do that. I scare people when I do. I walk really close to somebody and go, hey,
I've done
Grandma,
it.
get
I
rid of
did
it.
it.
And she's like, whoa!
I did it with this guy, and he was like, I know, I hate this thing, and I'm like, just come on, let's do it. Let's do this. And then half the times you don't get any
When
problem.
convincing people doesn't work, peer pressure. Just peer pressure them into it. You're that commercial, Heidi. It's like, you really should wear a mask.
I got kind of shamed. This guy was talking really loud in front of me.
I got shamed too.
And he was like, yeah, a bunch of people at my work are infected because people are not following the rules.
You know what I would have said? I would have said, bro, why are you out here infecting everybody, bro? That's what I would have said, bro.
Oh my god.
Be responsible. How dare you come out here
And they're
go,
saying the hospitals are full again.
Oh,
and they're gonna,
yeah.
I read something on Twitter about they're going to need refrigeration trucks because so many
Oh,
dead
yeah.
bodies.
Bring the mercy back. Bring the comfort.
Okay, people.
Open up Javits Center in New York. Let's have the Army build more hospitals in Louisiana. Come on, guys. This is old. I'm just excited to see more TikTok videos.
Oh no, isn't TikTok getting removed?
Oh,
They're getting shut down, man.
But the videos, they have some cool videos.
I know, those nurses in the hospitals were fun. I'm going to miss nurses doing TikTok videos.
Because there were some really good choreographed dance pieces. I was very impressed at the level of coordination that some of these nurses had. I was like, maybe you guys should have been a dancer, and I was like, but they opted to be in pediatric top hair. Yeah, good for them. But again, some of their moves, I was like, wow, you guys. They could have been on Solid Gold. They could have been on like the Soul Train. Some of them have the moves.
That's right. Okay, Amy says, I didn't wear a mask today at all in Home Depot, Lowe's. Is that Chevron?
Good for you, Amy.
The bank, ice cream store. Good job. Did you get any crap from anyone?
Where do you live, Amy?
Yeah. Tell us where you live and tell us if you got any.
Because if you live in Berkeley, I'll give you an award. If you live in Berkeley, California, I will drive over there
And how many of those
buy you
places
lunch.
were you the only person not to wear a
I'm
mask?
kidding. I'm not taking away that she.
No, I
she's
think that's
hardcore.
awesome. I love that. I love that because that's the only way. Is you just don't wear it. Don't wear it. And then if someone says I don't know, if you don't want to fight, then just go. I guess I got to take my business elsewhere.
Okay, have you been in a
You
store?
said that right one time. You're like, so do you not want my business?
Yeah.
Was that in Subway or something?
No, it was in Smart and Final in Huntington Beach. I went in there and I was like, no, it wasn't that they didn't want my business. I was like, I'm already in line. I've already shopped
Highland,
here.
she's in that.
Hey, what's up,
That's
Highland?
not too far.
That's right down the street. I go. You know what I like from Highland, Heidi? First of all, there's a casino. I've never been there, but there's an Indian gaming casino over there. I see a lot of nice houses on the hill. I'm like, the Indians are doing pretty good in this part of the world. I go, I see the mansions, and I was like, that must be the chief's house because it's right above the casino. Anyways, Highland, that's not what I like in Highland. I like Bakers. You know Bakers? You know
We don't have bakers in
we don't have-
Huntington Beach, and we
so-
love those. What do they call?
I like their
them?
burgers.
The
and the
burritos
burritos.
are good too.
You see, I'm not, unbeknownst to many of you, I'm not Hispanic. I know you think I'm Hispanic, but I'm not. No habla español. Hawaiiano. Anyways, yes. If I were to make Mexican food, it'd probably taste more on the side of Baker's. That's why I go there, Baker's. And they got root beer.
Okay, Amy says she lives closer to Redlands. Redlands is nice.
I like Redlands.
Yes, people are getting weird. The mask is not healthy. I'm seeing reports of stories about people getting their lungs getting bacterial infections because they wear a mask all day at their job, and they're actually causing lung damage. The masks are. It's super unhealthy to be using a mask.
So I got a
Besides
question.
that, wait. Here's my other question. Just simple science. The viruses can go through the masks. The holes are too big. Why do people not know that? Like, they literally do nothing. They literally do nothing but muzzle you, and it's a symbol of your sheepleness. I don't know what you call
But
it.
some
of your,
people- but
of your cooperation with the state. If you wear the mask, you're cooperating with the state, and you get a little check.
But you know
Remember
what I
when
like
they were
though?
used to put like little checks, little dots on people's mailboxes? I read that one time.
Oh, now you're getting crazy now.
Does anybody remember that going around?
Okay.
Anyway.
Now, to be completely honest, there's some people out there that I'd rather have them just wear a mask, continue wearing a mask.
Because they're ugly?
No, because their opinions are ugly. So if you've got an ugly opinion, muzzle it behind that. Don't take that mask off. You keep your mask off. As a matter of fact, I'd prefer that you had two masks on.
Did you see that video? There's a man getting harassed by two Karens in the store. There was a Karen on each side of him, and they were both videotaping
Well, you
him
don't want to be a
and
Karen
shaming
either.
him and telling him that his family tree is cut off forever because he doesn't wear a mask.
So why does she care?
I know.
That's
good.
kind of that's
the good
it's
news.
like,
if masks
why would you care?
work,
If you
then
you think
you're
I'm gonna
fine.
die,
You're
well,
fine.
Yeah,
Right?
don't care about me.
I'm gonna die, and you're gonna be alive.
Yeah, come on. By the way, here's another mask. Put 3 masks on. That's what I care about your opinion. Okay, President Trump commutes Roger Stone's sentence. A sentence of 40 months.
What does that mean?
He commutes it.
What does commute
so
mean?
He says he does not need to serve it. But when you commute it, it does not mean he's been pardoned.
Okay, gotcha.
That's a big word though, commutes.
I know. I never heard that.
When I think of
from that.
commutes, I'm like, when you asked me that question, I was like thinking about sitting on the freeway. I've never.
They are wanting to condition us. This was a test, and a lot of people failed the test, right? I mean,
I'll tell you
a lot
what.
of people failed to find information on their own outside of what this fake news is feeding you.
Oh, look at this. We have another actress who has died, mysteriously died, and she's drowned in. Looks like Los Angeles. Naya Riviera,
I'll move that out of the way.
believed to have drowned.
Oh, and it's in California. Wonder who she's
I
related
know where
to.
she's at. I know where she's at. She's trying to leave the country right now. Well, that's what they're going to shut down the airports. You know, they're going to try to leave. I know that they're trying to escape. Okay. Uh, we've got to go and do some shopping.
Do not confuse the narrative with the facts, Heidi Bear.
Who said that?
It's just Glenn.
Okay.
Yes.
No, you can't wear a "Make America Great Again" mask. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Brian doesn't want you to wear the mask ever.
Okay.
Ever. Unless you're going to, like, I respect it at a doctor's office.
Yes.
Because people are legit sick there. We had to get our eyes checked, and I respected their mask.
That's the only time I've ever worn a mask.
That's the only one, and it was horrible. I pulled, like,
Was
while
the
I was getting my
optometrist-
eye examined, I, like, pulled my mask down multiple times, and I was like, I had to stop. I was like, I've never worn. I told the doctor, I was like, this is the first time I've ever worn the mask. I freaking can't handle it. I feel like I can't breathe. Anyway, it was horrible, and that was the only time I've ever wore the mask. But yeah.
I wanted to take
But
a
you know
picture
what?
of you with the mask on because I have no pictures of you wearing a mask. I thought that would have been like
Oh my gosh.
I think anybody who has a profile picture on my Facebook, there's a couple of exceptions of people that I know of that had a mask before this whole COVID thing
Oh,
came
Jackie
down.
Liz, she says she was on Glee and it happened in Ventura Lake. What else do we know about this actress? I bet she was connected to something. These people dying right now. Should be suspicious of every single famous death right now, for sure. I only watch the real news, America's Voice News. That's a channel, right? America's Voice? I think it is, yeah.
AVN. Never heard of America's Voice News.
At Kaiser and Redlands, they make me wear. Well,
Well,
yes,
that's hospital,
yeah, it's hospital.
you
I
know?
get that. Yes. So good for you for wearing your MAGA mask at the hospital. Do you work there? Is that why? Probably. Anyway, I think that's about it, Brian. At least on my notes, because I'm lame and I have notes.
Whoa, you took notes. I don't.
Oh.
I come from broadcast television, and it's all about production. It's all about counting in, counting out. It's all about perfect to the frame. I mean, when you're uploading a show, I don't care what show it is, when you're uploading it to a server, they go. I used to be in something called Master Control, where we would download the programs of the station that I worked to a server, and they would play out, and it's to the frame. Guys, TV is a joke, okay? Broadcast television's a joke. We all know it. They all answer to Nielsen ratings. They all answer to, the money, the man, the dollar, greenback, the Rothschild note, whatever you want to call it. They answer to that, and because of that, nothing that they say is worth anything. It's fake. It's really fake. So when we do our thing, I don't care. It's live. It is what it is. But I don't like to go. I don't like to have notes, no prompter, no nothing.
I know Brian always wants to go raw, and I'm always like, I can't just. I don't know. I get
Just a conversation.
nervous.
It's
No,
just a
I know.
conversation.
I know.
It's and again, I can't stand how overproduced everything is. I mean,
It's true.
there's only a couple people that I will even listen to, but when it comes, it's lighting, it's the audio. They make them sound perfect. We got audio. Here you go. We want to sound decent.
I don't have audio for my YouTube, but it's probably fine. It doesn't
Lighting,
matter.
it's about garage right now. It's overhead. It's not even incandescent, man. It's fluorescent. Man, we were getting the flicker rate. Television flicker rate in broadcasting. Oh my gosh, it's all hypnotic. It's evil what broadcast
He's
television
calling you
does.
Betta, and it's tripping me out.
What's up, dude? Bro, you're gonna have to come over to the house, man.
Glenn,
We're gonna have to play catch
you
or
gotta
something,
play.
you
You gotta
know?
come
Boom.
to California.
We'll throw the ball. There we go.
And play the drum. I know you play in a band or something, right, Glenn?
Dude, you better have a reggae beat, man.
You gotta come and come down with us. We're teaching our kids. Well, they're teaching themselves.
Okay, Glenn.
Oh yes, Ben Bergquam and Will Johnson are on.
I am a
American
patient
Boy.
of Kaiser. My mom actually went to school with the Kaisers in Hawaii. The actual family. She went to the same private school that the CIA paid for Barack Hussein Obama to go to. Also known, he went by Barry Soetoro. There at Punahou High School on
But
Oahu.
your mom's not the same age.
I know, but I'm just
She
saying.
was about,
No,
yeah.
I'm just.
She's a little older
This
than
is
me.
the Kaisers.
Yeah.
Kaiser. And you know, Kaiser Wilhelm III. I'm just kidding. No, Kaiser Rolls. I'm just kidding. Whatever. Ben Berkman, which is on American Voice News. Ben, I know Ben. I don't know. I think I might know Will, but Ben. I saw Ben in Arizona, and Ben went to with a bunch of friends of ours. Went to South Dakota to see the president last week. They were on the road for a while. I actually watched them and followed them. Yes, American Voice News, of course. Okay, anyways.
Glenn, what did you play? Did you play guitar? The dots on the mailboxes were for the people throwing newspapers. Okay, Ricky, thank you for telling me. But this was like, I don't think we got newspapers ever. But yeah, I remember there was like a theory about the dots on the mailboxes. A green dot, a blue dot means something.
Yeah, they were like in fingernail polish. I remember
I
that.
used
Seeing
to
that.
spray paint a dot on the driveway. Oh, when you were doing newspapers? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you play the bass. Oh, well, we got a bass for you, Glenn.
Okay. Studio 6B makes fun of Sleepy Joe. Hey guys, Sleepy Joe is retarded. That dude needs to be freaking put down. Okay, first of all, it's not Sleepy Joe. Look at the ears. This is a stand-in. In television, you have a stand-in. Same height, same complexion. You can sit there and light them, make them look all perfect for TV. This Sleepy Joe is a stand-in. Come on, guys. We all know that. Look at the different Joes that are out there. I don't know what you want to call him, an actor, a clone. I've heard all kinds of things, but there are a lot of people out there that are quote-unquote acting. Look them up. I'm telling you, as you do so and go down these rabbit holes, take notes so you can share them with us later. But Sleepy Joe, you need to take a nap, bro. Sleepy Joe, Hunter, all of these guys, they're all going to be exposed. I believe they've already been arrested. Many of them have already been arrested and have already been tried as enemy combatants, not getting their day in court because they don't receive due diligence as a citizen of this country anymore. They've lost. They're traitors to this country and they need to be shot and put down. Period. I can't wait to see that day. And I'm the angriest dude when it comes to this kind of stuff because I'm sick of these guys.
Yeah.
These guys, I mean.
And sometimes you have to yeah, because sometimes I forget how disgusting and how real all this stuff really is. And then today on Twitter, of course, I scrolled by some horrific photograph that was supposedly on the Wiener laptop. One I hadn't seen before. And it's just like, oh gosh.
Pence. Thanks, Eddie.
Yes, Eddie, you're right. Pence
fake
too.
Pence. But it's fake Pence. There's a lot of people that are fake.
Yes. I've been re-listening to old videos that I listened to a long time ago from MK Ultra survivors, and I've been taking like crazy notes. But listening to them reminds me of how incredibly well, and then the stuff I was reading, like all of Hollywood, you don't make it in Hollywood if you don't join the Red Shoes Club. Like you're not going to be on the covers of the magazines. You're not going to get the starring roles. You're not going to get the TV shows. The worst of the worst people are the ones that you see the most. Your Stephen Colbert's, your Bill Maher's, your Ellen DeGeneres', your Oprah's, your Tom Hanks, the ones that are in all the roles, your Meryl Streep's, your Robert De Niro's, those who scream the loudest. These people are the sickest people. And you guys that have gone down the rabbit holes, you know what I mean. These are generational Luciferians. Generational.
So when you talk about families, there's families that have been in it, but there's also good people. That's the good thing. And there are very few good people. But the good people, I've heard some of the people that are good. I don't even want to say their names, but they're quiet.
I'll just give you. I'm going to do a whole show on this one night.
Oh, you gonna do a show?
Well, I mean, I want to spend like a whole live stream like talking about MK Ultra. I think it would be really interesting. But the other night I learned that at the age of 3, if you're born into the the cults, this Luciferian CIA, Luciferian CIA, MK Ultra, it's all connected.
Okay. Everybody's connected. Mossad, CIA, British intelligence.
Okay, but let me tell you what I was
But it's
gonna tell you.
everybody's connected.
So at the age of 3, they test you. They go through a series of tests, like they test your IQ, they test your agility, they test your creativity, they test everything, and then they decide whether. Oh no, that was another test. This is a moral test. So at 3 years old, and I'm assuming they do something horrific in front of the child, like kill an animal or something, because it's a morality test. So they test the child, the toddler, to see how they react to something like that, like seeing something like that. And if they have morals, then then they're like, okay, this child needs to be disassociated from knowledge of the cult. If they don't react, like in a moral way, then they are allowed to be conscious of the cults and the activities. So this lady, Fiona Barnett, if you haven't heard her, go listen to her. She was tested as being someone that was moral at that age. And so they had to disassociate her. So she didn't really. And
They broke her.
They broke your
They broke
personality.
her.
They break you and fragment you so that you can. Oh my gosh, it's
She's
fascinating.
very, very, very
But
smart.
I'm gonna. Yes, these people are all high IQ too. That's why they're so believable. Is because they can give you crazy details about the things and the ordeals, people's names, dates, places, and I mean the names that they tell you. It's just like every politician, every actor, like CEOs, like the biggest people in the world are Luciferians, like, or they participate in cannibalism, or they're like, I don't know.
I'm telling
I mean,
you,
you know
it
it's
goes- it
real,
goes- it
but
goes
then when you
deep.
listen to these eyewitness,
It goes deep into
firsthand
the Vatican.
testimonies from people,
It goes deep into corporations,
yes.
everything,
Anyway.
families.
it's not just your rich random rich
13
people.
elite families, and it goes down and breaks down to 300 under them. There's a system.
There's a whole system, and it's really, really fascinating, and I want to talk about it more. But anyway,
Going
we should
back
wrap
to,
it up.
Going back to what we came from, I want to talk about this briefly. Going back to Jesus Christ, because that's how we kind of started this whole thing, is that even when you go to the books of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, at the very beginning of them, they all speak of the line that the Savior would come through. Some of them came through the line, and I believe this is through Jesus Christ's father, Joseph. Joseph, gosh, he was supposed to be the rightful actual king of Israel. People don't know that. So what I'm saying is as important as it is to the Luciferians, as important as family lines and bloodlines, and is it was just as important to identify
and to this day,
yes,
they
the Savior
encourage-
Jesus Christ, to identify him. He would come down through a specific line. It's no different here. The Savior came through a specific line, through the line of David, through the line of Solomon, through Abraham, as we all came through Abraham. So I just wanted to say it's just as important to them and it's important to us. Jesus is the Christ, period. He is the Savior of the world.
You mean bloodlines are important to the Luciferians,
yeah,
just as they are important to the other
to
side.
identifying Jesus Christ. That's
Yes.
Thank you for wrapping that up. It was kind of
Yeah.
okay.
But, yeah, we're going to be back more often. We're going to try to do this more. We just thought we'd try during the day, see how we did, because nighttime live streams are kind of hard for us. We get grumpy, and one of us is not in the mood to do it when the other
Doesn't
one
happen.
is. And so it doesn't happen a lot of times.
Maybe
but
we'll move it to Friday afternoons
I don't
like
know.
this. We'll see.
Or more often, depending on the news, depending on the events that are going on. I just felt like there was a lot of stuff the last couple days.
What about Justice Roberts with the black eye? Of course, Justice Roberts belongs to the Black Eye Club, and that's part of the club. There's different levels of the club, and you know that. Amy, just so you know, Amy, I want to meet you too. You're local. I've met Ben. Ben, he's a cool guy. He's a nice guy. I see him when we see him at places. A lot of times he's doing the same
Amy,
thing
if you're
that we do.
willing to drive out to an event like in Orange County, or I don't know, we go to stuff in LA,
Yeah, we'll
San
tell you.
Bernardino, like we'll let you know, and then we can all hang out. It'd be fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It'd be really fun. We
It's pretty
love
cool.
meeting other like-minded
Patriots.
people. It's the best thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
we could do at this time when you can feel isolated from the world. It's super healthy to
To hang out with
to get
Patriots.
together and break bread and hang out. Yes, we were talking about that, Casey. Hey, Casey, I've met you, Casey. This is Casey from San Diego rally. Remember? She had the Q sign.
Hey, Casey.
Yes, we were just talking about that earlier. It's crazy.
Casey, what's up? I like what you do.
Yes. I was talking about how
Eddie, what's up? Sorry.
about how it's waking the Wayfair thing, at least in my observation. It seems that because you see a lot of young people, like TikTok type of people, like talking about it, going, "Jeez, this is crazy." So I feel like it's waking a lot of people that are not engaged in anything political to the realities of human trafficking. Like people are tripping out all over. It's full on trending on Twitter. So yes, the Peel Back Report. Follow Casey on Instagram and YouTube.
Casey.
Yes, Casey, we need to get together with you too, for sure.
Casey, we like what you do.
You're
Keep
local.
on. Yes.
You're local too.
We love that you're helping people wake up.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we could plan something at the beach or something. Maybe we could do
Maybe
that.
we can meet halfway. Maybe we'll go to like
Are you
Carlsbad.
in Laguna Niguel?
Carlsbad.
Are you in Laguna Niguel? I can't remember what city you're in. Anyway.
Tomorrow we're going to a beach baptism in San Clemente. Congratulations, whoever's getting
that's
baptized.
awesome.
That's rad.
How cool. In the ocean. That's really cool.
And in the ocean.
Exactly. People are checking in. They're like, what is this? And then it's ultimately going to lead to the knowledge about the elite pedophile rings.
Okay, guys. At the pier, we can do it. It's happening.
At the pier in San Clemente, they're going to the pier.
Okay, well,
It is happening, Casey. It's happening.
We live in amazing times. We are very excited to be doing what we're doing right now. Guys, Oceanside.
Oh, wait. Teresa says she lives in Oceanside. Okay, we got to all...
We'll meet up.
You're in Okay, I know. You're in North County, San Diego. Yes, we have to get together. We have to.
I love my San Diego Patriots.
Yes,
I love you guys. You guys are rad. You guys are hardcore down there, for reals. Okay, it's going to be on Facebook.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just get anyone that's in like San Diego, anyone that's willing to drive like an hour and a half.
We'll talk. We'll try to do this meetup.
We'll plan something and we'll just meet up. Screw COVID. Screw the county's rules. We're gonna get shut us down if we get together at a park. We're gonna get together and we're gonna get shut down. But I don't care. That'll be fun.
Us. Yeah, we've got some friends over there also.
How about let's do this? Anybody that's listening now, send us a message if you're local, like within, I don't know, an hour and a half.
San Diego, whatever.
And then we'll make sure to get you on a group chat about planning something, getting together. Like anyone that's listening, then spread the word.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Q researchers or people that are curious about Q together.
Maybe we can have a symposium. I'm just kidding.
We'll meet at like a park that's like in kind of the middle of everyone. But yeah, so anyone that's listening or that watches this, like, message us.
Yes.
And we'll get you in a group chat, at least on Facebook. We'll start with that. That'll give us a good idea of how many like local people we can get together. And I'm sorry I'm neglecting you, my YouTube people.
YouTube people from everywhere though, so we might not be able to meet you guys. I'd love to meet and hang out with so many of you. You guys are some cool people.
Well, yeah, anyone that's local on YouTube too, we'll hang out.
And
Glenn, if you ever come to California,
where's he in?
Glenn is in Boston. No, he's from Pennsylvania. I can't remember.
Okay.
Glenn, oh my gosh.
Heidi just got exposed. She doesn't know where you're from.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
He didn't pass the test.
No.
Sucker.
Oh my gosh. I know that you had a Boston accent.
Houston.
Anyway.
Houston.
Oh.
On Saturday, weekend they're getting together at Hell's Kitchen in Lake Elsinore. I heard next weekend there.
Oh, who's getting together?
Hey, Jackie.
Jackie's in Huntington. See, Jackie? Message us.
Okay, guys.
Boston.
Okay.
I now work remotely, new job. I am cool enough to move to Henry. Of course you're
guys,
cool. You don't have to
whatever
be cool.
you're doing, guys.
You could be a nerd. We don't
I'm
care.
I'm a nerd, man.
We're
Look
nerds.
at me. I'm a nerd,
You don't have to be cool. Well, I guess cool is being woke. To us, that's what cool is.
Well, I guess
if you're woke, if you're woke on elite pedophile rings, then you're cool with us. Then you get to hang out with us.
If you wear a mask, I'm sorry, I'm going to delete you from my friends. I delete everybody that's got a mask, and I delete anybody. There was actually a couple friends that I'd let in that had a black background. I was like going, really? How'd you sneak in
they blacked
here?
out for Black Lives Matter?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
this is one of the funniest ones. I'm gonna say there was a friend request I had from somebody who was a cop that had a black thing behind him, and that was before they said defund cops. I was like, I wonder what he does now. Anyways, yeah, no Black Lives Matter backgrounds.
Glenn, you know why you're cool? You're cool because you're funny. You make us laugh.
Yeah.
That's what makes you cool.
Bikers.
And you're welcome.
Okay, guys. We love talking with you. We love hanging out with you. We enjoy speaking about truth. Go out there and do your thing, guys, and have a great weekend. Maybe we'll see you later
Hell's
on.
Kitchen needs business, yeah. Yes, patronize businesses that are staying open, please, you guys. Patronize anyone that's trying to stay open. I know we eat out a lot lately. But you know what? We're hoping those businesses
Don't
stay open.
patronize Smart and Final. Don't do it because they require you to wear a mask.
They're mean. They're mean at Smart and
that's
Final.
it. You know. What else? Who else can I talk smack on?
Oh, Forever 21. Melissa said that they were horrible to her at Forever 21.
They were when I was trying something on at Forever 21. Yeah. No, I know they're pretty mean.
She told me she got kicked. I haven't been kicked out yet. I kind of want to get kicked out because that would be kind of fun. But I don't want to look like a Karen.
You don't look like
I'm
a Karen.
not a Karen.
No, when you stand up for your constitutional rights, you're not a Karen. So, but you got to be cool. You know, don't.
We love you too, Glenn.
Okay, guys. Well, have a great weekend,
yes.
guys. Okay, we're gonna check out. Have a good one, guys.
Have a fun weekend.
Peace out.
Hell's Kitchen is going to get okay. Goodbye, my YouTube friends. I will come back again soon.
She hasn't. She likes for some reason everybody here. She's. Okay.
All right, we'll see you again soon.
Take care, guys.